Hello, welcome this evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever you're at. This is Dr. Brenda Roach, but you can just call me Brenda. It's just much easier. So I've been working on a series with you regarding how to set your goals so that you really can achieve them. And this is day 4 of a 21-day series that I'll be covering a lot of different steps along the way on how to really set up our goals so that we can really achieve our goals. So many times we set goals in ways that they're just not attainable, or we don't really know what it is we're working on because we don't set them as measurable goals. So we can't really kind of identify if we've actually achieved them or not, or where we're at in that process of achieving them. So again, if you catch this by replay, please put hashtag replay down below. Let me know where you're from. Let me know, one thing that resonates with you out of what I'm talking about today. So one thing that really kind of seems to make sense to you that I talk about during this particular training. If you haven't caught the first 3 days, I would encourage you to go back and review those as well. And they're on my business page, Brenda Roach at Wellness and Fitness, or Health and Wellness. And so I'd really encourage you to look at those as well. If you're here, let me know that this is making sense to you. Give me some thumbs up, give me some emojis. And I'm really excited to continue this series with you. And the hope is by the time the 21 days is done, you'll actually already started to achieve some of the goals that you're going to be talking about here today or throughout this process. So I encourage you to get a piece of paper, a piece of, and a pencil or pen to be able to write this down. And again, if this makes sense or you think it could be helpful for someone else, I'd also encourage you to share it and encourage them to share it as well so it can be as helpful as possible to as many people. So today we're talking about creating a wellness vision. So, before setting goals, it's really a good thing to look at the big picture of our health and wellness and establish a really clear vision of what you want to achieve, because then you're more likely to be able to really lay out a plan for it. And we'll be working through all of those steps as we continue in the 21-day series. Because once you've identified your desired vision, you can really set goals appropriately to kind of guide you how to get there. Because if you know where you're going, you can kind of know how to get there, versus you have no idea where you're going, you're going to get off track each day, and it's really hard to kind of look at every day what you need to do to take a step closer to your goal. And so one of the things I often talk to people about is thinking about the decisions we make every day. If we know what our goal is and it's very specific, and what our vision is, that every decision we make, every action we take, does that take you closer to your goal, or does it take you further away from your goal? And it's a great way to stay motivated and to make really good decisions and helpful decisions moving forward. So here are the steps today to establish a wellness vision. So again, get a piece of paper and pen to be able to write these down. So the first thing is, what do you value most about your life? What is that? That's a really deep question, and it's really important for us to know. What is it that you value most about your life, and what brings you meaning? So that's all kind of in one first step. So to write down, take some time to really think about this between now and tomorrow. What do you value most about your life, and what brings you meaning? Because that will help us really establish where we want to go with our vision and our mission, as well as our goals. The next one is, what would I like my health, fitness, relationships, and wellness to look like 1 year from today? Okay, so again, what would I like my health, fitness, relationships, and wellness to look like 1 year from today? And you want to write down, and so health can be a lot of different things. It can be that I'll be 30 pounds lighter than I am today, and write down that exact weight. Or it can be, I want my blood pressure, 120 over 80. Or it can be, under fitness, it can be, I want to be able to run a marathon in 1 year from today. Or I want to be able to bench press 250 pounds, whatever that is. And then what about your relationships? What do you want your relationships to look like? And that can be personal relationships, that can be business relationships, whatever that is. And then what is your overall wellness? What do you want that to look like? So that could be just that I wake up excited, I jump out of bed and I'm excited for the day. or I go to sleep at night and not have a lot of worry thoughts that are in my head when I go to sleep at night. So you can write those down, and then you want to take that and put it into a really kind of clear statement. So an example of that could be, I feel more in charge of my health, I am more resilient on a day-to-day basis, and I'm able to patiently care for my children. That would be an example of a clear statement. The third part is there anything that stands in the way of reaching my vision? So this kind of goes back to some of the things I talked about yesterday when we were talking about reflecting. We have to think back on what's worked in the past, what hasn't worked in the past, because that's really helpful if we can think about that on moving forward, so we can kind of come up with a plan. And if we know what's worked in the past, why wouldn't we do that again, right? And if we know what hasn't worked, we need to look at that as well. So is there anything that stands in the way of you reaching your goal or your vision? So really thinking about that. And then the last part is on a scale of 1 to 10. So again, we're doing some scaling like I did on day 2 when we talked about stages of change. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being you've already achieved your wellness vision, where do you fall today? So are you at a 5? You're already halfway there. Or maybe you're at a 3, a third of the way there. Where are you at in actually reaching your wellness vision that you're writing down today? So that's really an important thing, because it helps you actually identify. Maybe you've already achieved some of it and you're already on your way. So for instance, I've lost 30 pounds in the last 3 months. And so I'm, well on my way. I have about 10 more pounds to go, maybe 20, but, between 10 and 20 pounds that I have left. So if I looked at part of my wellness vision in regards to getting my weight at, a place that I would really feel comfortable with it, I've already started to achieve that. And so in your wellness vision, you might have already started to look at that and already achieved some of it as well. So where are you at on a scale of 1 to 10 with already accomplishing your wellness vision that you're writing down today? Tomorrow, so it's very simple. It's just 4 steps. So I'll review those again, write these down. Number 1 is, what do I value most about my life and what brings me meaning? Number 2, what would I like my health, fitness, relationships, and wellness to look like 1 year from today? The third, is there anything that stands in the way of me being able to reach my vision or goal? And then the fourth is on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being I've already achieved my wellness vision. Where are you at on that scale of 1 to 10? All right. If this is making sense to you, give me some loves, give me some emojis, let me know that you're here. And I also want you to just write down in the comments one thing that made most sense to you today, or that you feel like is going to be most beneficial out of what I've talked about today. I'd really appreciate that down below. If you're catching this on replay, put hashtag replay. Let me know where you're from, as well as, again, what was helpful to you today. If you think this could be helpful for other people, please feel free to share it. So tomorrow evening, which will be Sunday evening, the 15th, I am going to be coming back online at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. So 7 p.m. Mountain Time, Sunday evening, and we are going to talk about visualization tomorrow. It's one of my favorite techniques that you can use to really help kind of work towards goals and kind of know where you're at. So we'll be talking about visualization tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. And I really look forward to seeing you again. If you find this helpful, please share it with other people. Let me know what you found most helpful today. And I really look forward to continuing this journey with you. Tomorrow will be day 5 of our 21-day series on how to set your goals so you actually can achieve them. Wouldn't that be great? All right, thank you, and have a great evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever you're at. And again, this is Dr. Brenda Roach, but you can just call me Brenda because it's just much easier. Thank you, and have a great day. Bye-bye.